Hey, what's up? Welcome to our series, Wondrously Weird Bible Stories, where we dig into the strange, the supernatural, and the most mysterious parts of the Bible. We're here to explore the bizarre details and surprising twists that make it the most interesting book of all time. So buckle up, things are about to get seriously weird. Today, we're tackling a question that might just blow your mind, and it comes with a bit of a twist. Was Jesus actually born on September 11th? Yes, you heard that right. Not Christmas, but September 11th, and even more specifically in the year 3 BC. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Given the terrible events associated with that date in modern times, it's easy to see why some might dismiss this as just another conspiracy theory. But before you roll your eyes, let's take a closer look. This idea isn't based on wild speculation. It's rooted in both scripture and also astronomy. Let me put it this way, it would be a huge coincidence if not. First, let's examine Revelation 12:1-5, a passage not typically linked to the Christmas story. A great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on its heads. Its tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter. This passage is full of symbolism, but many scholars and astronomers believe it also describes a specific event in the sky at the time of Jesus' birth. The woman clothed with the sun likely represents the constellation Virgo, symbolizing a virgin. Now here's where things start to get interesting. On September 11th, 3 BC, the sun was positioned in Virgo, the moon was at her feet, and the constellation Leo, typically depicted with 9 stars, was joined by 3 planets, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, forming a crown of 12 stars. The red dragon in this passage likely corresponds to the constellation Draco, near Virgo in the sky. As Jupiter, which symbolizes the Messiah, passes through Virgo, the dragon stands right in the perfect position, poised to devour the child. This rare celestial alignment happens only once every 18,000 years, making it a significant occurrence. John's reference to this sign in the book of Revelation suggests it might not be mere coincidence, but it could also be a subtle clue to the actual date of the birth of the Messiah. This date also aligns with key events recorded in the Bible, such as Herod's decree and the visit from the wise men, adding weight to the theory. Another interesting twist is that on this specific date, Jupiter was also in retrograde, often symbolizing a pause or reflection before a major event in ancient astrology. Even more fascinating is that September 11th falls during the Jewish month of Tishri, when the Feast of Trumpets is celebrated. This specific festival marked the announcement of a new king or the start of a new year, symbolizing new beginnings and divine interventions. Tishri is also traditionally believed to mark the anniversary of the creation of the world. So if Jesus was born on this date, it would symbolize not just a new year, but the dawn of a new creation, the redemption of humanity through the Messiah. Pretty crazy, right? So, why do we celebrate Christmas on December 25th anyway? While the exact reason remains unclear, one theory suggests that early Christians believed the world was created on March 25th. If you count 9 months from that date, you arrive on December 25th. Hence, Merry Christmas. Another widely accepted theory is that December 25th was chosen to coincide with major Roman festivals going on at the time of early Christianity. This was to provide Christians with an alternative to pagan celebrations. Over time, this date gained popularity and was eventually established as the symbolic day to celebrate the birth of Christ. Ultimately, whether we celebrate on December 25th, September 11th, or even another date, the significance of Jesus' birth remains unchanged. It marks the moment when God entered human history in a way that transformed the world forever. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this, don't miss my series on supernaturality and the Bible. The link is in the description. And just remember to keep reading that Bible.